Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Here we go on ESPN. Just when everybody was ready to write off Thomas Jones, he found new life under John Gruden in Tampa last year. Now he's back in a starter's role. We'll see if he can deliver. Chicago, Detroit, now.
Harrington passes this one after the play action, and it's caught at the 33. Chased two big-horned Rams colliding out there. That time, he managed to make the tackle.
Yeah, baby, this is...
Nasher. Harrington throws a bullet, and the catch is made. Harrington rifles it out left side, and Jones gets the call on third down and is dropped short of the markers. Big play, and on third and short, they force the fourth down.
Yeah, they even caused a loss of yardage.
Thomas takes this one way out. Nice play, and with only a short distance to the first, they put it together. Grossman zips it to the left sideline, and it's... Harrington gets all of his arm into this pass, and... Knight makes a... Marion reels in the football, and they... Third down, both tight ends left. Grossman fires this one a minimal gain had they completed it anyway. Jones gets the toss and pound.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
Harrington zips it to the left sideline, and it's caught. Streets makes us tough. Harrington rifles it out left side, and it's intercepted. One man to beat. Touchdown!
Joe Odom picks off the ball, and he's going all the way. Nobody can stop him. Man, I hope his mom's got the VCR going.
The touchdown was his for the taking yard line. Rodgers catches it over. Harrington throws a heater, and it's caught at the foot of the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. It's a good call.
That'll bring... Hansen boots it from 50 yards out, and it's up through the goal post. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Bears with a small lead, 7-6. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer, be third down. Grossman throws a bullet here, and they... Grossman unloads this one to the left. Peterson dodges this one way out. Edinger with the 42-yard attempt, and it's good. Harrington zips it to the left sideline, and it's intercepted. Dragged down at the 37. Walker. Wade snags the dart right side. Peterson takes it off the toss and runs into traffic. Breaks free. Right. Edinger kicks it from 33 yards. It's good. Schlesinger grabs the rope right side and tries to get free. Odom.
Return, doubtful. Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Number 44. Go. Down. Harrington rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's... streets, catches the bullet. Harrington throws a heater right sideline, and Hansen with a 23-yarder, and it's through the uprights. Grossman throws this on a rope, and the Edinger with the 43-yard attempt and puts it straight through the uprights, and good. Harrington zips it to the left sideline, and it's caught at the 31, 45, finally done. Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Anderson makes the catch. It up though. Second down, 1 man back. Williams falls in the pass. Harrington rifles this one to the end zone, and time and heads left. And that is going to do it for this one. The Bears come out on top, 16-9. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Okay, Dan, thank you very much. And let's welcome all of you back to the studio. I'm Chris Berman here to bring you our ESPN Video Games post-game wrap-up. The Bears stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Now let's take a sec to chat with our player of the game, the guy who seemed to be all over the field on defense and came up with big play after big play. Joe Odom is standing by with Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You excelled under pressure today, and you edged them out in a hard-fought game. What gave you guys the edge today?
I have to give a lot of credit to the offensive line. You know, the offense starts out with the foundation, and that's the offensive line. Those guys often get overlooked, and they bring it every game. I think their hustle was a big part of us coming out on top today.
Back to you, Chris.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Colts walk away with a 6-point victory. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Seahawks pick up their 11th win of the year. The Chiefs won this contest, but will stay at the first place in the AFC West. Ashley Lilly had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Bears, Lions. Joe Odom was able to step in front of this pass and pick one off, but he wasn't done there. The Bears go on to win this by the final score of 16-9. Lee Suggs rushed for 2 touchdowns and helped his Browns beat the Dolphins. By the coal mines of Pittsburgh, we had the Steelers get nipped by 3 points. Down in New Orleans, we had the Saints get sent away with a 7-point loss. Packers, Vikings. Brett Favre at his own 11, and he'll sprint out to the right for the throw. Now he's being flushed out of the pocket across the middle. But wait a minute. What a move at the 30. Now he's to midfield. He could go all the way. 89 yards. The Packers win this one by the final score of 17-7. The Rams defense came away with 4 turnovers in their win at the Edward Jones Dome. The Patriots won on the road and will now head home to meet the 49ers. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Cowboys win their 4th game of the year. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Alan Faneca won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. Notes from the team doctors said it's a broken thigh bone, and that he'll likely be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. LeVar Arrington will be on the sidelines for a while, so this defense will need to do some reshuffling in his absence. X-rays revealing that a broken foot is the report. He'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Texans, Jaguars. Aaron Glenn is set in his own territory, and he'll get the punt at the 40. He's going to break a tackle right there, and look at him go. He could go all the way. 60-yard touchdown. The Texans go on to win this by the final score of 28-21. The Buccaneers lost this one, but will stay at number 1 in the NFC South. Josh Reed stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. And last but not least, we had the Bengals come away victorious. So let's change things up a bit and turn to a guy that's had his eye on the college game, and that's our own Mel Kiper Jr. He joins us now. Mel, your work never ends, I know. Believe me, I know better than anybody else. But it's never too early to start thinking about next year's draft, is it?
Well, you're absolutely right. And with the college bowl season upon us, a lot of guys view their upcoming bowl game as more or less an open audition for NFL scouts everywhere. Nash is someone I think of right away when I think of the best prospects in college football. 6'2", 197, out of Vanderbilt. And I tell you, after a few notable flameouts this past decade or so, some NFL scouts don't weigh arm strength quite as heavily as they once did. But when you factor this guy's incredible arm strength along with his other skills, it's easy to see why so many people like him. Carlson is another guy that scouts are keeping a close watch on. He has the quick feet that are necessary for a pulling guard in today's game, but he also has the strength and toughness to finish his block. So that'll do it for now, but expect there to be plenty happening between now and April.
Yes, indeed. Just 1 week to go, and the playoff picture's starting to take shape. But still some areas that'll need to be cleared up next weekend. We'll start with a look at the AFC playoff picture. And now checking things out over in the NFC playoff race. So there you have it. Still plenty of intrigue left in this NFL season, as the homestretch madness is only just beginning. And that'll do it from here. Chris, let's send it back over to you.
And that'll do it here for Pivotal Week 16. As always, plenty of surprises to go around and plenty of intrigue still to come. My primetime players each took his team to the next level, and each is going to take home a game ball. Great work, fellas. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.